Now, how you're going to get a pointer which is dangling? And what is it? What is the dangling pointer here? What do you mean by dangling pointer? We cannot create a dangling pointer directly. So a pointer will be pointing to some variable or some memory, right? The pointer will be pointing to some memory. So the pointer which is pointing to some memory, if that memory is freed or if that memory is deleted, at that time we don't have access to that memory. That memory itself is not there. Now this pointer will keep on moving here and there. This will keep on moving here and there. It is nothing but it is just pointing to a garbage value. It means that it is not constant, it is moving. You're getting it? A pointer initially holding a valid address, but later the held address is released or freed, then such a pointer is called as a dangling pointer. Let's see what do you mean by L value and R value. L value is nothing but left side of the expression and R value is nothing but right side of the expression. I can say it is nothing but it is left side of the assignment operator and the right side of the assignment operator. Now, what are the conditions? What are the conditions for this one? What about this? Z equals to X. Is it possible or not? Where both sides I have taken it as a variable. Yes, I'll take out the other possibilities. Z equals to 5 and 5 equals to X and 5 equals to 5. Yes, I have taken all the four possibilities. So let me know which are possible. Yes, look here, guys. Z equals to X. Now, what is the meaning of this Z equals to X? It means that you are assigning the value to a variable Z, which whatever the value you have it in variable X, right? If you have taken X equals to 10, I can say Z value will also be equals to 10 here. Getting it? Whatever the value you have in X, it will be assigned to Z, right? Yes, that is possible. Now, yes, Z equals to 5. Yes, of course, it is possible. Now I can say this is not possible. You cannot take 5 equals to X or 5 equals to 5. That is not possible. Now, can I say that left value should always be only variable? It should be only variable. This side variable or constants. What is the advantage of declaring a void pointer? Please understand, if you don't know what type of data the pointer will be pointing to, because if you have just declared a pointer, you have not assigned it to anything. You have not assigned it to anything. Okay. So if you're not assigned or if you're not initialized that pointer, if you're not initialized any address to that pointer and you don't know what type of data you will be assigning to, whether it will be an integer pointer or it will be a character pointer, you don't know what type of data. So when the specific data type of the pointer which is pointing to or the data where the pointer is pointing to is not known, it is not known, at that time we will be declaring a void pointer. Yes, now we'll move on to our next beautiful question. Does a built-in header file contains built-in function definition? Yes, majority of the people will be having this doubt. Yes, I want answer from your side. Is whether the function definition like power and square root is defined in the header file math.h. This is a generalized question because you are not going to define it. You're just giving the name of the function. It will execute it on its own, right? Now I'll ask very simple question. Okay, what is the process of compilation? What is the process of compilation? Or I can say like before execution of a main function or before execution of the program, what happens? Of course, the compilation, right? Yes, what is the process of compilation? Pre-processing, all right? Pre-processing. Next comes the compilation. Next comes the compilation. Next comes the assembly. All right. Next comes the linking, and at last the loading. Right? Loading is nothing but loading the program. right? Checks for the preprocessor, checks the syntax, yes, preprocessing, compilation, assembly, and linking, right? And this is the compilation process, and the last one, loading, is nothing but executing the program, right? What happens in the pre-processing? Can I say the source code will be will be converted to expanded source code, right? A normal source code will be converted to expanded source code. What is the meaning of this? It means that it is going to expand other source codes like hash include, define, right? It will include the library function. It will go on with this one that is nothing but the preprocessor directives. It will expand those things. That is the first process. The next one is compilation. In the compiler, the expanded source code will be converted to assembly code, right? Expanded source code will be converted to assembly code. And what happens with the assembler? This assembly code will be converted to object code. Till here, no problem. Assembly code will be converted to object code. Now, what happens with the linking? Can you say the object code is getting converted to executable code? Yes. So what happens in this process? What is getting linked? Can I say the multiple units of the object codes are linked? Multiple units of the object code, not the codes. Units or the small parts of the codes are getting linked. Getting it? Getting linked. This is where the actual process of header file takes place. Now, please understand, if you are going to have a power method or a square root method, these are not defined. These are not defined in math.h. This is a shocking news, I think, right? Or I can say it is not defined. No, not defined. Not defined in header file. Now, if it is not defined, then whenever you are going to call a function, how are you going to get the answer? Okay, now please understand this. Whenever you are going to call a function, the function will, please understand, the function will directly direct it towards the header file where the declaration is done. Getting it? Yes, I can say that the built-in function declaration is available in header file. You're getting my point? What is available? Built-in function declaration is available. Now, where is the definition? The definition will be there in the library. Definition will be there in the library. So that will be linked during the linking process. When you are going to use the arrow operator, you might have already seen this, right? Arrow operator. You can use it in a linked list and structure or union, right? In order to access the elements of the structure or a union, you can use this arrow operator. So we are going to use this in linked list as well as structure and as well as union. Yes, we'll have a look at the next beautiful question. What is the remainder of n 5.0 modulus 2? It's a beautiful question, guys. Yes, remember one thing, whenever you're going to use this modulus operator, okay, modulus operator will take integer. So if you're going to take out 5.0 modulus 2, so now it will give an error stating that you are using other than integer, that is nothing but you're using a float. So if you're going to give out float as well as this one, so it will give an error. It will not give out 1 or it will not give out 0 here. It will give out an error. So for your clear understanding, if I'm going to take 5.0 modulus 2.0, again it will say like you are taking double and double or float, again it will give an error. So it will take out only integer versus integer. Okay guys, thanks for watching, and for more updates on similar videos, don't forget to subscribe my YouTube channel. Thank you.